Hi everyone, Kim Snyder with the API guys. I have a demo for you of our multiple file upload plugin. What this plugin does, as the name suggests, is allows you to upload more than one file if you want to a contacts file box. So for example, you might use this when hiring for resumes or photos or screenshots, all kinds of reasons why you might want to attach an image to a contacts file box. And this plugin will allow you to do that. This assumes that you have already installed the plugin. If you have not installed the plugin, then you'll want to watch our video on how to do that. Get that done first. When you do, this is what it's going to look like. For this one, you are going to need your FTP access. I'll just tell you, because we're going to have to copy and paste some things out of the files into your website. So you're going to want to log into your FTP client, FileZilla, or whichever one you use. You're going to go to your public HTML directory. That's where your website lives. It will have installed in a folder called scripts, something like this. Then you're going to look in scripts. I have a bunch of stuff here. Sorry for the distraction, but the one you're looking for inside scripts is called Pocket Developer. If we created it, it was probably the only thing there. Then you're going to go to blocks and you'll see one of them will be called File Upload, and that's the one you want. Now it will have two files in it. One will be called fileupload.php. The other will be called form. In some versions, this was called form.html. In other versions, form.php. Doesn't matter really which one it is. Either one is fine, because what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open this. Now, in mine, I can just double click it. You may have to right click it and say view edit, depending on which FTP client you've got. I can just open it here in mine, and you'll see a file that looks like this. Now, first of all, don't panic, because this is really easy. You're going to have to do one thing in this file, and that is, if this is not here and is not the correct URL to that file upload file, this one right here, okay, which you can see for me is in my website directory, scripts, Pocket Developer, blocks, file upload. It's probably the same for you if we installed it for you. Some versions, our versions are different. Some of them it will come looking like this with just the word file upload, in which case you'll need to add the rest of the path. In later versions or other versions, it tries to fill this in for you. So depending on which version you have, what you want to do is make sure that you have the correct path here. So that's step number one. Then step number two is you're going to highlight all of that, select all of that, and copy it, because we are going to need to copy that into a web page on your website. Let me just find a web page on my website. So here's our website. Now, our website runs on WordPress. So I'm going to do this on a WordPress page. You can do it elsewhere. I've seen it in a Magento page. If you just have a plain old website that's written in HTML, you can do that as well. But for us, I'm going to do it on a page. So I go here to Pages. Again, let me make this bigger so that you can see. This is the page I've created to do this demo with. What you can see that I've done here is I've taken that piece of code that I copied that has the correct URL in it, and I've just so you know, in WordPress, many of you probably work over here in the visual editor, which you cannot paste this code in the visual editor. It will not work. You have to go over here to text. This is the HTML editor, and paste it in here and then say update. Now, you'll want to make a note of the URL for this page that you've just created. Mine is just called, I believe, File Upload Demo with some hyphens in the middle. All right, so our next step is then to create a form in Campaign Builder. So I'm going to come over here to Campaign Builder. I'm going to go to Kim Demo. While that's working, this did finally load, and so we can see the file upload -demo is my page. Okay, so I can copy and paste that and then Get rid of this for the moment. Okay, so Kim demo, we're going to go in here, we're going to edit. And what you want to do is, I've got it up here, you want to create a form, any form. This one will be really simple for demo purposes. In your form, you want to make the thank you page this. So this right here is the URL of the page we just created. So what's going to happen is, after they complete this form, it's going to take them to the file upload page first before going to a thank you page. Now, on your site, you should have a standalone thank you page. For me, that is this page, theapiguys.com/thank you. So what you want to do is put first the URL of the page you just made, then a question mark, then the word redirect, lowercase. One thing you have to know when working with Pocket Developer, or well, URLs in general, is URLs, most people don't realize, are case sensitive. Okay, so lowercase redirect equals, and then the URL of the thank you page where you ultimately want them to end up after they've uploaded their files. You want to check past contacts information to the thank you page. Then over here, there's nothing on settings, but on code, what we want to do is, I'm just going to use the hosted version. You can see I have made this a little bit easier to remember, right? So I'm going to copy that. Mine's already ready. You would want to set yours to ready. You would want to go back to the campaign and of course publish. I had already done that so that you can test this out. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to just, I think, do it this way. All right, so this should be our form right here. You can see file upload demo. And I'm going to do this with a different contact. We'll do this with Drita Dog. And we'll make Drita's email, drita@kimsnyder.com. One thing I will tell you, when we created that form on your website, it is going to need some styling because it does not have any styling attached to it, but here it is. Okay, so this is essentially your thank you page. This is a two-step process now. It says select your files. So when I click that button, it gives me, this is a multi-file picker, so I could in fact pick more than one file if I wanted to. So in fact, why don't we do that? And then when I select them, it'll say 2 files. I say upload, and it will take me, you can see it uploading down here in the corner, and then it's going to take me to the thank you page that I specified in that redirect. Okay, so now that that's done, I can then go over here. I can find Drita Dog, and if I look in Drita Dog's file box, I should find both of those 2 files. So we'll scroll down here to the file box, just over here on the far right, and you can see here is today 7 a.m. cloud.pxm and that XML file that I uploaded, both attached to Drita's file box. So that is how you set up and operate the multiple file upload plugin from Pocket Developer. As always, if you have any questions about this or you need any help getting this set up, we are always more than happy to help you out. So just let us know. You can ask questions over on our Facebook page, which is the Infusionsoft API Learners Group. You can send us an email at support@theapiguys.com. There's also a chat box on many, if not most, of our web pages, and as well we have a quick start guide for the multiple file upload, as we do all of our plugins in the Learning Center on our website. So loads of options for you. Happy campaign building.